When the Boston Red Sox wear their yellow jerseys, they have little magic. They are 39-4 wearing the yellow jerseys, and for the past 7 days, they've been wearing them and won six of one. This Red Sox team was not supposed to be in the playoff hunt, but yet still sit ahead of the Yankees and 3 games back for a playoff spot from the Toronto Blue Jays. What are your thoughts on the Boston Red Sox this year?
Well, there was a lot of doubt going into the year because they didn't re-sign Xander Bogaerts. But they did sign Masataka Yoshida, and he has proved to be much, much better than Xander Bogaerts has been this year. Sitting over 300 with OPS around 850, he has really been a big impact signing. A lot of executives questioned the Red Sox giving him $100 million and not giving $100 million to a different guy, maybe Xander Bogaerts, because coming from Japan. Those guys, like you see Seiya Suzuki, he hasn't been great. So it's a big risk giving 5 year, $100 million to a guy that's never played an MLB game. But the Red Sox didn't. So far, it's paid off.
Another thing for this Boston Red Sox team is the emergence of closer Kenley Jansen. In his second year with the Boston Red Sox, he has shown that he is the true deal, replacing Craig Kimbrell from 10 years ago. He looks like a true star on the back end of the bullpen. Every team going into the postseason needs that bullpen arm. I know as a Yankee fan, I can tell you Clay Holmes is not it. Kenley Jansen, one of the best relief pitchers in baseball, and I think everyone in the AL East has that quality reliever.
No, I got a question. What's a better pitcher, a guy with a 3.5 ERA or a guy with a 2 ERA? I just want to know. That's all I'm asking you. There's no way you just said he replaced Craig Kimbrell from 10 years ago with a straight face. Like he's been gone for a long time, and Garrett Whitlock replaced him. And if anything, he's been better than Kenley Jansen his last few years. That's an interesting take from you right there. Rafael Devers this year is having a bit of a down year, but he's still been great. OPS over 850, which is obviously down for him, but is still very, very elite and would also be the best on the Yankees of qualified hitters.
Another thing I want to talk about is the shortstop Trevor Story, who's been hurt most of the year, came back last week, and has really been tearing it up. It's
I
been
mean,
really
like,
been
who's heard of Trevor Story really this year until he came back? Like,
he was
he
hurt.
was like he was like full on Ben Wartvet. Like, nobody even knew who he was. Like, I was
Almost
thinking
didn't.
about tweeting,
Almost
like,
didn't.
what happened to Trevor Story? Like, where did you go? Then I felt bad, and I was like, you know what? Like it's not nice to like talk about somebody that doesn't like joke about somebody that like is like playing in single A, so on a rehab assignment. So I didn't, but like like what injury did he even have? Did he get Tommy John? I think he had an elbow UCL. Yeah, that's
That's
Tommy
what he
John.
had.
Yeah,
Another
yeah.
thing I want to talk about is the emergence of someone you share a name with, my boy Brian Bayo, Dominican pitcher, pitching well this year. The Yankees could use him. They use a lot, but the Yankees could really use a guy like Brian Bayo. Pitches the ball well, had some great stuff, great command in the zone. What are your thoughts on Brian Bayo this year?
Um, he's been great. He showed some promise last year. With the Boston Red Sox. I think he pitched a really good game against the Yankees last year. I remember he made Stanton look stupid.
Well,
He has a
Stanton
good
always looks stupid.
no, but like he like made Stanton like swing a pitch like 10 feet in front of the plate. But no, he has a great changeup. I know Pedro Martinez thinks really high of him, but again, Pedro Martinez thought really high of Davey Garcia. We all know how that turned out. So he's been great this year. I mean, as you said, he pitches the ball well. So that means he's a good pitcher.
Last thing I want to speak about today is Alex Verdugo. Last week, showing up 2 hours
Mhm.
before game time, thinking the game was a 7 o'clock p.m. game time. It's actually a 1 o'clock game, something like that, something along those lines. But he's really been, I think, the Red Sox best player this year. Because you mentioned before, Devers has it down here, but Alex Verdugo went to the WBC, as Frank said. The I won't quote his words, but he said when he came on our podcast, but WBC messed everything up. And yeah, I just
I
Verdugo went
gotta
into
say one
WBC.
thing.
Hit well.
Why is Alex Verdugo coming to the game at 11 a.m. for a 7 o'clock game? Like, what are you doing? There's no way. You definitely messed it up in that story. Probably like a 4 o'clock game. He thought it was. Like, there's no way he's coming at 11 a.m. for a 7 o'clock game. Like, Kobe Bryant didn't even come that early for games. Like, that's just no way.
Shohei Ohtani gets there
Shout
early.
out to Alex Verdugo for trying to come that early. But he failed. I think he just did that as like a joke to make it seem like he cares. But like he really like just doesn't show up to anything. He's just trying to be Mookie Betts.
It's called Mookie.
Mookie. He's trying to be Mookie Betts.
His name is Mookie Betts.
You say Mookie?
Yeah, it's Mookie.
No, it's Mookie.
It's Mookie.
Thank
No,
you
you're
guys for
joking.
watching.
You're joking. It's Mookie.
It's
It's Mookie
Mookie.
Betts. It's
Mookie,
Mookie.
bro. I said
Mookie.
Mookie.
It's
Thank you
Mookie
guys
Betts.
for watching. Tomorrow we'll be talking about the Minnesota Twins. We'll be doing
The one
32 to
good team in the
38.
AL Central.
No, the one mid team in the AL Central. So we'll be talking about that tomorrow. We're doing this every day for the next I don't know how many days are left. Thank you for watching. We'll see you.